Hey everybody, Dave Woodson. Three Oaks, Michigan, everybody! Three Oaks, Michigan! Anyway, I'm on my way up to see my number one member of the Chase team, my doctor. He keeps me alive and diabetes medicine free at this point, thanks to several different companies that I represent. Anyway, quickly, I watched the Paul Poteet interview with Robbie Slaughter about failure, getting fired, and I was sitting there thinking, and I started reading your book. I don't think I know anybody who's been fired more times than me. I don't know, that may be a surprise to many of you. It shouldn't be, really. Let's start off from the very top. 15 years old, dishwasher. Actually, just drove by the place, fired, almost got the place on fire. 16 years old, McDonald's, fired. Senior in high school, doing some part-time janitor work, fired. Then I entered a phase where I actually kept the job. Well, I didn't. I worked full-time at a retail store, went to school full-time, and did some part-time work. I think I got fired from every part-time job in that time frame. But kept the retail job, which I really kind of enjoyed. I enjoyed the sales. Taught me a lot about sales. Went to school, quit there, went to school. From there, I worked at Whirlpool till I quit, till I graduated. Then I went to move back home, had a job in South Bend, got at a rent-a-car agency, got fired, wrecked a car, doing donuts in the parking lot. Went from there, worked for a company in Illinois, in Grays Lake, Illinois, fired. I was there for 3 years, though. But the funny thing about that one, and the owner, an old Italian guy, always told me, I'll pay you in experience. And boy, was he right. He paid me in experience. Didn't pay me a lot of cash, but oh well. Then the other funny story there is, and I love the place, don't get me wrong, is the last year I was there, every month I asked for a raise, and I never got an answer. Never got a no, never got a yes, never got a maybe. We'll talk about it next month, don't worry about it. So, next month finally turned into, yeah, here's your severance, and have fun. Come home, had the summer of Dave. Great summer, tan, golf, beach, just loving the life. Started working for a company out of Pittsburgh, great paint and glass company. You can get deduce it down who that is. Let's go there. And that was my first real true outside sales job. Rookie of the year, quota buster 2 years in a row. I got moved into someone else's territory, and when the shit hit the fan, he fired me because he didn't want to lose his team that he put together. He'd rather lose the guy who's producing, but he couldn't control. So I was gone. This goes my first foray of being self-employed. Trying to sell health insurance. Oh my God, I should have just shot myself right there. Hey, if you sell life and health and you do good at it, congratulations. You're head and shoulders above me. From there, I went to work for a local newspaper. You ever heard me say this story? It sucks being the smartest person in the room. Being the smartest person in the room. That's where that one come from. Didn't get fired. Quit. Went to work for another company. They lied to me. I quit there. God, I got a lot of quitting too. I got fired. I quit a lot of jobs. First foray into mortgage. Well, first only foray into mortgages. Went to work for someone else. Did quite well there actually. Every month I was either in the top 2 or 3 of the office, except for 1 month. 1 month I finished dead last because I held loans back to close the next month so I get paid more because they paid on a sliding scale. They didn't like that. So one Friday I took off to move into my new house, come back to the office Monday morning. They took my desk and moved me to the reception area. So let's say this right. Your top guy 2 or 3 times, every month that he's there, he's in the top 2 or 3. And your first inclination when he does something bad that month is to move his desk to the reception area. Yeah, I quit. Oh, and when I quit that month, I was number 1 in the office. Started my own company. Great, you know what? Hindsight being 2020, I probably should have went someplace else closer to home to work, to learn the home buying process a little better. But I was full of spit and vinegar, and I jumped right into it. But I can't complain. It taught me a ton. I shut it down August of 2008, went to work for someone else until March of 10. But in that time period, in that 6-7 years that I had my own office, it taught me a ton. How to deal with employees, when to fire employees, when to not spend money, and when to spend money. Taught me to actually you should turn down clients at some points. If they're gonna be a pain in the ass, don't even deal with them. I wish I had that at the time, but it's everything that I've learned. So there is no bad failure, Robbie. You're absolutely right. There is no bad failure. I've learned from all my mistakes. Am I where I want to be? No, I'm not even close to where I want to be. But I know of all the failures that I've had, being fired or quitting, is that I won't make those mistakes more than a few times. And I'm always moving up. Hey, this is Dave Woodson, DaveWoodson.com, GetYouNoticed.com. Got any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'm not ashamed of my failures, or I'm really not ashamed of my successes. You know that. Give me a call, Dave Woodson, GetYouNoticed.com. Thanks, talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.